Hey old friends, some of you have been asking me what I've been up to this trimester technique-wise, and I've been learning the toggle recoil technique, which was developed by B.J. Palmer, the developer of chiropractic. It's the first technique that we learn at Palmer College of Chiropractic, which is just kind of cool and nice. So I'm just going to be showing you some of the setups and thrusts on my dry spine. I call her Anne. And my speeder board to simulate the drop piece that we use in toggle recoil, because we have a quiz tomorrow, so I'll show you the stuff that, my quiz might be on tomorrow. We'll find out. So we've gone through the basics already in the course, so these are the more complicated listings. So basically, I'll be showing you some atlas listings that are for someone who has like an elongated mastoid or a bent transverse process or something like that on their C1. So we'll be using the posterior arch for our contact. The first listing I'm going to show you, our patient is lying with their right side up. So I'm going to show you an ASRA. So what we do is we take a 1-inch pivot, bend a little bit, accommodate. This isn't the right type of table, obviously. This is just what I have to use. We're going to palpate our lateral mass, our occiput, what are words? Anyways, when I'm thinking about it out loud, it doesn't work as well. But we'll take that tissue pull. Basically, I'd be feeling for a mastoid if there was one stopping behind it, but it doesn't work so well on poor Anne here when she got beheaded. We're going to roll in with a high arch clockwise, cock our speeder board, or your headpiece if you were in the classroom. Come in, notch would be about where their external acoustic hiatus is in their ear. And you just go super fast like that. So the next one I'll show you would be an IRA because it's the same position basically. Did my tissue pull, but we're going to do counterclockwise motion. We also have that can also be done on the left side, but I'll just show you the one side because you're less interested than I am. We also have 3-letter listings. So for an ASR, we're going to take that 2-inch pivot, drop, accommodate, bend a little bit further over our patient, find that posterior arch again. My tissue pull on a dishcloth is a little bit tricky to do, but it's all good. For the ASR, we still take that same clockwise pull. Don't mind the dog. And then AIR, we do the same thing, counterclockwise. And then we have our ASRP alternate. So basically, back legs against the table, front legs a little bit out, because if I had the proper table, there's a headpiece drop, so you don't want your leg in the way of that. Not very fun. So ASRP, clockwise up, leaning far over patient, minimum equal elbow bend, and then again for the AIRP with counterclockwise. We also have some super cool axis setups. So showing you on this sucker. Oh, hello. So this is your spine, your cervical spine. Here we have C1. It's basically like a ring. So normally a toggle adjustment would be over on the transverse process. If there's something wrong with that, we use the posterior arch. And sometimes your C2 can be out of whack too, even worse than your C1 is. So the next setups we'll be showing are on this guy. And we'll be contacting the lamina pedicle junction and the lateral margin of spinous and the lateral inferior margin of spinous for some of these setups. So just trying to get Anne back in place because she's a little tricky to maneuver versus your actual patients who are much more responsive. Her pelvis gets twisted in funky ways, but don't you worry. So you can have simple listings and kind of more difficult listings. We call them compound listings. So the spinous can shift, but the body of the vertebrae can also shift. Sometimes it's just one, sometimes it's both. So for this demonstration, I'll just show you a spinous right body pivot. So basically, we're gonna take that 3-inch pivot again, lean far over our patient. We're gonna come down off of atlas to that lateral margin of spinous. Since it's right, we're gonna rotate clockwise again. And we're setting up far over, closer to where our second button would be, which is just a term we use to describe inferior and back from our contact point. And there we go. There's also, if the entire segment shifted left, that's where we're going to use our laminal pedicle junction contact. So, sorry Anne, you've been pretty beat up over the weekend while I've been practicing this stuff on you. But she can take it, she's already been beheaded. Hope you all know that reference. And then we also have some cool maneuvers that we can take from the posterior side. So basically, there are various reasons you can do this. I won't list them all here. That's why you should be a chiropractor and come to Palmer College. Not paid to say that, I just like it here. But if you're taking the spinous right from the posterior side, you're coming down, contacting that inferior lateral margin of spinous, sliding in with your knife edge contact. I'm going to just put this up now. We have a different stabilization hand set up here. And you want to be back far enough, but still have that elbow bend to it. And it's just going to be straight down without torque. But you still want to get in and out. I still need to practice that tonight before my test tomorrow. But anyways, that's what I'll be doing for a little bit more tonight. If you like it, want to know more about toggle, I can tell you more in another video. Just let me know what you'd like to hear, because I love chiropractic and like talking all aspects of it. So I'll see you later.